Purdue, where does Purdue now turn? You're advising Purdue's president and AD. Do you have a couple of names for these guys to start, you know, looking at?
Yeah, really desirable job, I would say.
Yeah, I
You
would say as well.
Big time desirable job. You've got a foundational culture there that you could step into, and again, in potentially 18 months, kind of come in, put your slogans up on the wall, and continue that trajectory. Again, a team that just played the number 2 team in the country for the Big Ten title. When you think about names, though, I'll be honest. I don't know if there's a singular name right now, as I sit here, kind of on the spot, that pops into my head. Do you have a short list yourself, George?
Yeah, I would say out of the gate, TCU's offensive coordinator, Riley,
Garrett Riley.
Garrett
Okay.
Riley, and again, he's probably 26 years old, and that's what we've been seeing. Guys strike a little bit of, but honestly, clearly knows what he's doing. Has been challenged. He went up against a Texas team that's got Gary Patterson sitting in the opposite building, scheming against you, and you still go out, find a way to win. So they've had some tough ways to win. It's not like he's been driving a tank. Now you get up here to Purdue, you're in the Big Ten. TCU, they all kind of play the same in the Big 12. In the Big Ten, the offensive styles and the attack plans are very different, program to program to program. So I think they can navigate pretty good. I like Coach Riley.
Let
Kevin
me ask you
Wilson.
this,
Yeah.
not to derail us too much. Do you think Garrett Riley ever has a chance to get out of his brother's shadows? Is he in his brother's shadows? Does he ever have a chance to be
Uh
equal to Lincoln Riley, or is the myth, the legend of Lincoln Riley already too high?
no, no, no. TCU, and it goes back to crediting Purdue. When you say Purdue's a really good job, yeah, it's a really good job. They're in the Big Ten championship game. So yeah, they carried 4 losses, and 2 of those came at the, as the game expired. You go to Purdue, you come out 10-2. If you could get in the Final Four from TCU, you could get in the Final Four from Purdue.
And you're about to play your brother when they move to the Big Ten, anyways.
You're gonna be playing each other. So I think he could go to Purdue. Kids are gonna find that style of play incredibly attractive. He can coach his ass off with quarterbacks. He's gonna get guys, and he'll understand how to attack these defenses. So yes, Lincoln Riley, as we come up on the 10-minute warning here, I like not Lincoln Riley, damn, Garrett Riley, Chris Ash. Chris Ash, longtime genius defensive coordinator, really young. Right now, he's with the Raiders, but his last head coaching stint was with Rutgers. He left Rutgers to go coach with Urban Meyer in Jacksonville. We know how that went. That's just a tough break. Now he's with the Raiders, and then that's also a tough break. But in terms of college, a lot like Matt Rule, he belongs up front. Defensive coordinator, Ohio State, Iowa State, on those teams that won big games. So I would keep him in mind. And there's probably 4 or 5 other guys who could start to help out Purdue's
Let
president.
me
And
throw this name out. Let me throw
yeah,
this name out. I'm
Jim
just
Leonard.
curious.
Jim
Yeah.
Leonard coming in from our producer, Dagan Hughes.
Does this name warrant a conversation at a place like Purdue, or has he already squandered his big time opportunities in the last 5-6 years? Dan Mullen.
Yes, Dan Mullen, because he has been a general. 2 different spots in Jurassic Park, one at both. Yes, the wheels came off his last year down there in Florida. Very curious as to how or why that went. But yes, Dan Mullen. Yes, Dan Mullen. So I take it all back. If you ask me to realign this thing, I would call Dan Mullen first. And then I would probably call Coach Johnson at Ohio State. Larry Johnson, long time, basically assistant head coach at Ohio State. Garrett Riley, like Purdue, even though it seems like the landscape has already kind of settled itself, I think it leaves open all kinds of, great opportunities. Not to mention a lot of these NFL coordinators who would love to come down and lead something.
Hey, and I'm just going to throw a little plug out there. Our very own Kevin Sumlin is an alumni
Yes,
of Purdue.
sir. Yes, sir. I didn't want to start. I didn't want to start that. I didn't want to start that up just yet. But yes, I thought that was. I was trying to let him just fly on by.